JavaScript, we have only one keyword, that is the var. That var using blindly that one. Next, so one more secret point about this one. This x and st, x variable and st variable, defined by the system itself by using var keyword. And where it is defining these two variables are and a location, memory location. So both variables are defined within the window object. Window object. And a base object, remember a window is the base object for all other objects. X is declared inside the window object. St also declared inside the window object only. So this is one more secret point. How can prove that one, sir? X available, X before you can write the window.x. Remember, X is variable and window is the object. Dot left side, it's called as reference variable come object. Right side, property come variable. So here I'm accessing window.x and same way here I'm accessing window.st. See, you'll get the same output. And remove the window, sir. Then also we'll get the same output. How it is working without window object, sir? Few days back I explained, remember a window is optional. Window is implicit or window is optional. Then only it works. So X is created within the window and ST also created within the window object. So one more point. Every dynamically declared variable should be stored in the window object only. Every dynamically declared stored in the window object, confirm. Sir, we have variable n also, sir. Yes. Is it window object, sir? No, 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 no. It is not window object. We can get the proof here. Window.n. Output changing, see that one. Undefined in the sense you are not defined the variable. So window inside there is no n, but window inside x available. Window inside st is there. Right in the same place x. Not here, bottom. Wait. Window.x. We have answer here. But when I write the window.x, answer comes. When I write the window.n, answer doesn't comes. So what is moral of story? X really available in the window object, but n is not available in window object. That's also finishing touch of the last program. Two secret points, two FAQs. Don't neglect. Today's first point and yesterday's last point. So dynamically declared variable, how the JavaScript is defining by using the var keyword. And dynamically declared variables where they are storing, they're stored in the window object. Both FAQs. And yesterday somebody they asked a difference between the loosely typed and dynamically typed, sir. That is not correct, sir. What is loosely typed, what is dynamically typed, that is correct. Difference between the loosely typed dynamically typed is not correct. Because loosely typed is one definition. Dynamically declared also one definition. Two definitions comparisons not possible. Two topics comparison possible. Two concepts comparison possible. Yes, this is also one of FAQ. What is loosely typed in JavaScript and what is dynamically typed in JavaScript? The two also FAQ say. So many times they asked the questions. Okay, moving to the next one. Next one. Where let to constant comparison I did. I think Monday session I'm going to maybe. We'll found some differences between the var and constant let and constant. But if you observe the table, there is no differences between the var and let. But I said here also we have differences. Now today I'm revealing that secret. Hmm? What is the differences between the var and let? Var constant you know already. Do you know or not? I don't know, but I explained. Hmm? Hmm. Let and constant also I explained. Hmm? Var let I didn't explain, so now I'm going to starting that explanations. Hmm? Var followed by let. So var is one of the keyword used for declaring the variables, and let is also one of the keyword used for declaring of the variables. There is no doubt at all. So by using this we can define variables. By using this also we can define the variables. But which type of variables? Which scope of variables, sir? It's a preferable, but no rules. Suggestions I'm giving. So generally, var preferable for defining of the global as well as local, were preferable for declaring of the global variables as well as the local variables. Other cases also we can use, sir, but this is the specialization. Preferable is this one. And what about the let, sir? Let is preferable for the local and block level. Local and block level. So these are the scopes I'm giving the suggestions. If you want to define the global variables, prefer to use the var. Or if you want to prefer the local variables or block level variables, prefer to use the let. Block level variables say the 100% let correct, sir. Var getting some confusions also. Global variables say the 100% var. These situations local, so where we can use let also we can use. The situation wise we have to select that one. So mostly my choice is global variables prefer the where. Other than global variables, go for the let. Simple point. Or when we have to use the constants, sir. If you want to define the fixed variables, then go for the constant. The local or global or something something I don't want. Constant variable, fixed variable. Then use the constant. Next difference, next comparison. This is JavaScript concept, one version, and this is ECMAScript concept. That is nothing but an JS sixth version feature. So one original JavaScript concept, one is coming from the ECMA guidelines, ECMA specifications. It's a silly difference, just explaining that's all. Next, where supports redefinition of the variable. Where supports variable redefinition. It is same variable any number of times we can define it. Same variable multiple times declarations were supported. But let not supported the redefinitions, is it? Not supported. Next one, where supports hoisting. Where supports variable hoisting. But let not supports any hoisting. Where supports hoisting, let not supports hoisting. Where supports the redefinition of the variable and let not supports the redefinition of the variable. So comparison is this one. But if you compare the both things, which is supporting more features? Where or let? Where only. But you know where it is, it's a old topic. Actually, what we are expecting, new features supporting the more, new concepts supporting the more. But it's a reverse thing, sir, reverse strategy under. So it's a old topic, but supporting more features. It's a new topic, supporting is a less feature. That is old is gold. Mhm. Matter is that one. Old is gold అనేది ఉంది కదా. So they introduced the concept like that. So comparison between the var and let is also done. We have to know what is this one and what is this one programmatically. But var let constant, three keywords, we have clear information. So conclusion is this one. If you want to define the fixed variables, I want to define a fixed or non-changeable variables. Non-changeable variables. What I have to use, sir? Constant I have to use. Hmm? And I want to define a variable, general variable, without any special features. I want to define just a normal variable without any special features, which I have to use. Where letter? Ah, ah, sound not good, Abba. I want to define a variable without any special features. What I have to use? Huh? Do one thing. Today gani, tomorrow gani, if you have any 1 hour free time, go to Vision Express gani, Lens Cart gani. Please check the eyes once. Hmm? Right? Huh? ఇక్కడ వేర్ సైడ్ మోర్ ఫీచర్స్ అవైలబుల్, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ లెట్ ఫీచర్స్ అవైలబుల్ కదా. మరి ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు డిఫైన్ ద వేరియబుల్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ ఫీచర్స్ అంటే మోర్ ఫీచర్స్ కీవర్డ్ హౌ యు ఆర్ ప్రిఫరింగ్ హియర్? హౌ యు ఆర్ ప్రిఫరింగ్ దట్ వన్? యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది అది ప్రాబ్లం, ఇది ప్రాబ్లం. మన ఇక్కడ నియరెస్ట్ ఎర్రగడ్డ అవైలబుల్, పాయింట్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఆన్ ద స్క్రీన్. ఓల్డ్ ఈస్ గోల్డ్ అనే ఎగ్జామ్ ఆ పాయింట్ ఆల్సో ఐ సెడ్. Old thing supporting the more features, new thing supporting the less features, I clearly mentioned. Mentioned or not? But what happens? Rust, fungus, virus, తుప్పు బట్టి ఉంటుంది. మళ్ళీ ఏమనంటే స్కిప్పింగ్ అంటారు. Where is concentration? Points still available on the screen. వీళ్ళు ఏం చెప్పారు చూద్దాం. వీళ్ళు వేరే చెప్పారు. దొందే. నేను ఎవరో లెట్ చెప్పాడు ఒక ఆయన. ఈయన లెట్. ఏం ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ నో ఆన్సర్స్, ఓన్లీ 4 candidates గివెన్ ఆన్సర్. సాహిల్, పవన్, కార్తీక్, సాయి. వాట్ అబౌట్ రిమైనింగ్ క్యాండిడేట్స్? నో ఆన్సర్సా? ఇక్కడ మెసేజ్, చాటింగ్ మెసేజ్, సెలెక్ట్ మై నేమ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ ద మెసేజ్. Public chat not available, private chat only. You can drop messages to me only. Your message nobody is going to see. Secret. Answers online students. For 2 questions I asked here. No answer. Can I disconnect the session? Can I continue only offline? We'll go for only offline. You are not responding to that too. Oh, 5 minutes. Make a return gift on the offline only. 5 minutes wait. Return gift on that. So first point I said, I want to define the fixed variable and I want to create the non-changeable variables. So what is the keyword we have to use, sir? And a constant. Next one. Actually, this question 2 days back or day before yesterday, or some 2 students are asked, sir, Rahul, or something anukunta. When we have to use the where, when we have to use the. Sir, are you there? Actually, you have to answer first this question because this is your question only. Name I didn't remember. ఏం సార్ లెస్ ఫీచర్స్ అయితే we can't introduce, why not? Why not, sir? Huh? But suppose tomorrow MIO or OnePlus or Vivo no launching one new phone with worth of 10,000 rupees. New features available? Available new features. 10,000 mobiles to new features what you are expecting? But it's a new mobile kada. Then don't purchase anybody. Or go and purchase old mobile. Logic. New mobile tomorrow launching. Worth 10,000. But features no. Then why you are purchasing? Huh? Budget friendly. Yeah. But you are expecting that every new mobile extra features and where is more extra features? Hmm. So in every new thing we can't expect the extra things. But suppose Bajaj or Yamaha no one bike is going to launching in the next week. Hmm? Worth of sir 1 lakh. New features, ఏమంటే న్యూ ఫీచర్ థర్డ్ టైర్ ఈస్ కమ్సా మిడిల్లో అంటే ఫ్రంట్ వన్ టైర్ బ్యాక్ వన్ టైర్ అవైలబుల్ సెంటర్ వన్ మోర్ టైర్ ఈస్ కమ్సా నోట్ కదా సేమ్ ఇంజన్ సేమ్ మైలేజ్ కొద్ది డిజైన్ చేంజింగ్ అది ఎక్స్ట్రా థింగ్స్ వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిజైన్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ నథింగ్ సేమ్ టైర్ సేమ్ ఇంజన్ ఆ బాక్స్ చేంజింగ్ అది ఇది ట్యాంక్ సైజు సీట్ కవరు సీట్ లెంత్ సీట్ బ్రెడ్త్ చేంజింగ్ ఇంజన్ డిఫరెంటా ఏముంది మరి వై వీ హ్యావ్ టు పర్చేస్ న్యూ బైక్ వేస్ట్ కదా సో ఎవ్రీ న్యూ థింగ్ డోంట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ద న్యూ ఫీచర్స్ ఓన్లీ సార్ ఇట్స్ ఎ మోడల్ అంతే దట్స్ ఆల్ మన ఐఫోన్ 16 17 దిస్ సైడ్ కెమెరా ఈ రెండు ఒక చోట తీసుకొస్తే ఇంకో మోడల్ ఇటు తీసుకెళ్తే ఇంకో ఐఫోన్ 18 దిస్ కార్నర్ అయితే ఐఫోన్ 19 వస్తుంది నెక్స్ట్ సైడ్ కెమెరాస్ ఐఫోన్ 20 ఐఫోన్ ఏమన్నా బాగుంది అది గ్యాంబ్లింగ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు పర్చేసింగ్ అది ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ రిపీటింగ్ అగైన్ I want to define a variable without any special features. I just need a normal variable. Which one do I have to use? Huh? There is still somebody wherein is saying here. So if you want to define variable without any additional features, without any special features, without any special features, so what to do, sir? You just go for the let. Other than these two cases, go for the where. Variables without any special features is go for the let. Variables with some special features. What is the special feature, sir? Redefinition and hoisting. I want to utilize the redefinition concept, sir. I want to utilize the hoisting concept, sir. Then you compulsory go for the where. Because redefinition, hoisting, let not supported, even constant also not supported. So when you want to utilize these two variables, these two features, plus when you want to define the global variables, then only prefer the where. Global variables are, you want to use these special features. So variables with the features, then prefer the where. As per this comparison concept, sir, same point I'm saying one more time also, another way. If I want to define a non-changeable variable, blindly go for constant. If I want to define the local variables, then go for the let. If you want to define the global variables, then go for the where. That is the simple process. These are the extra points. So which keyword when we have to use, I clearly mentioned here. And what you are going to using in future, sir. My concept future, second one only. I need just a variable, no extra things. Extra things required when, sir, not in every program, some cases are required. So most of the programming, we need a variable for just storing data and reusing. Then blindly go for the let only. Hmm. But now I'm going to focusing what is redefinition and what is hoisting. So first redefinition, sir. Redefinition means one variable we can define any number of times. And already I have one x variable, sir. Can I define one more x variable, sir? No problem. But when you are defining the second time, first time x variable destroyed. Second time declaration time, first time destroyed. Third time, if you declare that one, second is destroyed. And every new or every redeclaration is removing the old declaration. So variables overwriting like this. Values overwriting, we know, sir, it's a variable overwriting. Suppose var followed by x equals to 100 variable. And in x, which value I stored, sir? Number type of value I stored. Actually integer, but I'm calling as number. Okay, your point of view, in x, I stored the integer value and print that x value by using document.write or console.log. Anything we can use document.write or console.log. Your x value is printing here. No special. Is it redefinition or sir? No, no, no. It is definition, not redefinition. Because it's the first time or second time? First time. So first time we can't use re. The same thing happens one more time, then we have to use the re. So see here. Var followed by x equals to some ECMA. Now what is this line, sir? Variable declaration. But already I have x variable. One more time I am declaring. This is called as redefinition. But what about this old x, sir? That memory destroyed, this memory allocated. Variable name same, but memory is going to changing. Memory management. Reason, this is numeric value and this is the string value. Numeric value, string value. String memory management different, numeric memory management is different. But 100 occupies are 2 bytes, but ECMA occupies are 4 bytes. Because here each letter 1 byte. Here each digit 1 byte. No, 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 no. Each digit not 1 byte. The total number is 1 byte. So old variable destructed and in the places fresh variable constructed. So this is called as redefinition. Supporting us are if we are supporting 100%, there is no problem. X equals to ECMA. In the same place, I'm going to using the let here. See that one. Let followed by X true. Let I'm trying to use it. Same variable. What happened? Syntax error. So total output is gone. And you have clear message identifier X has already been declared. But previously not said, sir. Yes, that is value. So it's not objecting. It is a letter objecting. And one keyword rules different, another keyword rules are different. You can say it's a partiality, no problem. Partiality. Hmm? It's everywhere available, sir, a partiality, even in our families also. Between the two kids, some differences are showing. అది యాక్సిడెంట్లో ఇంటెన్షనల్లీ కాదు జనరల్లీ ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ అంతే యాక్సిడెంట్లీ కాదు సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇన్సిడెంటల్లీ ఓన్లీ బట్ సపోజ్ ఇన్ వన్ ఫ్యామిలీ టూ కిడ్స్ అవైలబుల్ వాట్ ఈస్ రీడెఫినేషన్ అప్ టు నౌ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దట్ ఓన్లీ కదా సార్ ఫోర్ నైన్ సార్ లాస్ట్ 5 minutes ఆన్వర్డ్స్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ రీడెఫినేషనే కదా So this variable, no objections, but these type of variables, we have the objections. So put in this comment, syntax error. But I'm defining one more, the same variable for Boolean value. It is valid. This is invalid, but this one is valid. So bring the x value. Uh, Now, how many times I can redefine or how many times I can use the same variable for different purposes are your choice. Any number of times. Next time the same variable redeclare and use for the floating value. Next time declare this redefine the same variable, use it for the array storing. Next time object storing. Like that, different purposes we can use. But now total in my program, how many x variables available? 3 or 1? Right now, total how many x variables available in web program? Only one A, three no. But we define three times sir. Second time declaration time, first one destroying and I clearly mentioned the point. So if you go and check the memory block in any time, we'll found only one X save. Three X's we never found anywhere. So from starting of the program to end of the program, enter into the stack memory block and see the memory block. 100% we can see only one X variable only. Hmm. Hmm. So this is the redefinition. Where supported, let not supported, even constant also not supported. Let not supported, constant also not supported. Next one, hoisting. So what is the hoisting means, sir? As per the regular programming rules, general guidelines of the programming languages, first we have to declare the variable. Generally in every language, first variable declaration, then using of the variable. And the data storing, printing, something, utilization. So declaration first, utilization next. But in hoisting, we can do this one in reversely also. This is called as hoisting. First, I'm utilizing my variable all for my needs. I'm printing the variable, I'm doing calculations on the variable, I'm performing logical operations on the variable. After completion of my total uses, then I'm informing to browser. Hey browser, I used your variable. In our hostels, rooms, in our friends, this is happens. First, you are utilizing their creams, their powders, their nail polishes, everything. After evening or next day morning, Lakshmi, yesterday I used your fair and lovely. Lakshmi, yesterday I used your nail polish and you are informing it. Then no problem because both friends say kada, no problem. At the outer side there, sir, you're just a roommate, not friend. What you are doing, first use and then later if you inform it, sir, they're getting serious also. Friends కాబట్టి there is no problem. Just a roommate, huh? So you are using the same thing, their things. They're getting some serious. They're thinking negatively about us also. Common rooms low problems. Huh? Boys, we are using sometimes our shoes for our friend shoes also. Huh? Their dresses also used sometimes in hostels. Huh? Their bike also uses sometimes. Huh? A lot of things we are using related to those. Huh? Some things we can't say that one, but so many things we are using. Huh? Uh, uh. Sometimes we are informing, prior information. And before usage, you are informing. Reasons are అంటే that person to you between not so much of bonding. Okay, friends అంతే. But some of our close friends available, no need to inform. We can just go and take it. They're understanding because close friend కదా. So the two things available in programming also. First inform and then use the regular concepts. But here in hoisting, first you can use it, later you can inform to your friend. They'll adjust. Special flexibility and the flexibility. So this type of reverse operations compared to regular languages, it's called as the hoisting. So using of the variable all over the program, after completion of utilization, then I'm going to declaring the variable. I'm declaring myself only, but after completion of my purpose, after completion of the my purpose. This nature is called as hoisting. See, I'm proving here some n equals to 101. Variable declared as are still not declared, but I stored the value. Then I'm printing that value also here. So print n, it's printing. I'm doing a small operation, sir, comparisons or calculations or something like that. So plus some 46. Performing addition also. Addition performing. After doing of all the things, let var followed by n. Uh, what is this called, sir? Declaration. But where I declared the variable, sir? After completion of my usage. This type of behavior is called as hoisting. Supporting us, sir. Yes, where supporting. Let constant not supporting. See that where supporting, you will get the outputs also. This is hmm, your x n value. This one plus 46. X ichana. Sorry. So 101 plus 46, 147. I'm trying in the same place. Let to see that one. Error is comes. Half output available, half output missing. So it's not syntax error. Reference errors are first time we are seeing. Type error we watched a couple of times. So syntax error also we watched. Now we got the reference error. So what is the problem, sir? You can't access the n variable before initializing. But indirectly it is saying first to declare and initialize, then use the variable. Let case objected, but where case it is not objected. Partiality once again. Once again partiality. How it is possible, sir? Just an example. Go to Tirupati without ticket. Tirumala without booking of any 300, any special darshanam. Go to Tirumala. Go to darshanam. One celebrity or VIP. No ticket. No booking. Directly entry. Partiality. They are human beings. We are also human beings. But they are not taking any prior booking. No prior bookings. No. But a common man, all rules and regulations. A ticket to your ID card name not matching also, they're stopping. I see one situation also. Oh, 2 years back. So first my family is going and my backside almost a 12 members family. Two old people, so some middle age, three kids also well. And that one of the kid, almost of 15, 16 years girl, and name, ID card, ticket name not matching. Security guard stopped. 15 years under the around age. 11 members family, one 15 years girl, they stopped giving. But 11 members, what they're doing? They're also stopped. At least boy and I or you can go sit there, sir. We will get 3 hours and all. Huh? Name just not matching. Reminding family members, all IDs are matching. That candidate is a spelling problem. Just my backside, they are standing. Hmm. I also observed for 5 minutes what happening. As a security guard, rules, policies, ba. Ade one celebrity, one cine candidate comes, sir. It is general process. Fact is, what they did, what they did. Yes, you are acting in movies. What you did? You served anything? No. More why that? Uh, Available like that. Names matching or not, no need. As a ticket available or not also, not matter. But you and me, if you go it, checking. ఇది మ్యాటర్ అనమాట. అలా సాగుతుంది, అలా సాగించుకుంటున్నారు అంతే. Everybody you have these type of experiences, I think. Maybe if you don't have own experiences, your surrounding peoples, you observe this one. So, partiality. One keyword, another keyword. One person, another person. So, where supported, let is not supported. Clearly proved also. For future reference, I'll just put the comments here. So what is this, sir? Into reference error. Well, comes to the var, it's working perfectly. See that. Next, we can define one more variable also like that. There is no problem. St string. hmm, Suppose JavaScript. Once again, I'm printing the data. Print my st, and after that, I'm going to defining the var st. So this variable is hoisted, and this variable is also hoisting. But this one is not hoisting. So this is the hoisting concept, sir. For the programmer flexibility, for programmer convenience, JavaScript is allowing that one. Suppose nothing else at top of the program, I forget the variable declaration. And at the time of program starting, I didn't think about that variable. I started the coding. Was 60, 70 lines of code is completed. I need suddenly one variable. Well, again, go into the top of the program, declaring and coming down, sir. Time taken process. First, you can use it. End of the program, you can declare the variable. These all variables you can write end of the program, no objections. What are the variables you need? Just focus on that one and utilize it. When you are leaving the program, inform to browser. I used all these variables without declaration. Just write the total list here. This is end of your program. You can write x comma y comma z like this. No objections, sir. So time saving to programmer or flexibility. Here is the output. Next one. Variable declaration hoisted, but variable initialization not hoisted. Even variable initialization, var keyword also not supported. Only declaration is supported. Means I'm taking one more variable here. So variable name, I'm taking some z. Next var followed by z equals to triple one. This is not supported. This is variable initialization hoisted. First you are printing and then you are initializing. That I can't do anything. So because while printing of the data, you don't have any value. So not accepted this one. What we'll get here, sir? Undefined means your variable is not defined. Undefined means your variable is not defined. But I defined, sir. This one affected to next statement. 23 line onwards you can use. But it should not use it on the 21. If you remove this one, this is hoisted. So declarations only hoisted. Initializations are not hoisted. So where also it is not supported, sir. Where keyword also initializations not hoisted. Only declarations say hoisted. So given clear information, what is redefinition and what is the hoisting, and who supports these things and who are not supported these things. Sir, this is the answer. Loosely typed, dynamically typed, variable redefinition, and variable hoisting. 4 points, 4 FAQs. Remember that one. Don't neglect. A small point, say, sir. If you see all the points at a time, little bit confusion chance available. Be careful about that one. But sir, this word, why sir, this much of variety, the hoisting, we never used this word in real life also, sir. Hoisting, alternative word I said. But next month, 15th comes. Next month, 15th. What is the special? August 15th. Next January month, 26th, Republic Day. So yearly 3 times, boys, we are going to flag hosting. Flag hosting. జెండా ఎగరేస్తాం కదా ఫ్లాగ్ హోస్టింగ్ 3 times బాయ్స్ అయితే 2 times కాదు 3 times. August 15th, January 26th, February 14. బాయ్స్ స్పెషల్ ఐ సైడ్ దట్ వన్. February 14. పట్టుకొని తిరుగుతూ ఉంటాం కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఆ January 15th, January 26th, August 15th, వాట్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ సార్? ఫ్లాగ్ హోస్టింగ్ కదా. ఆ ఫ్లాగ్ హోస్టింగ్ వేరియబుల్ హోస్టింగ్ బోత్ సేమ్ అది. దట్ ఈస్ ఫ్లాగ్ హోస్టెడ్, దిస్ ఇస్ వేరియబుల్ హోస్టెడ్ అది. బట్ హియర్ స్పెల్లింగ్ ఈస్ కమ్స్ యాజ్ ఎ హోస్టింగ్ అది. కాన్సెప్ట్ సేమే. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ ఫ్లాగ్ హోస్టింగ్ సార్ అంటే, బిఫోర్ హోస్టింగ్ ద ఫ్లాగ్, వేర్ ఈస్ ద ఫ్లాగ్ అవైలబుల్? బాటమ్ ఆఫ్ ది పోల్. ఆ బ్యాంబో స్టిక్ కానీ ఐరన్ పోల్ కానీ సంథింగ్ అవైలబుల్. కర్ర bamboo stick, otherwise iron pole is available. Initially, flag is threaded to the bottom of that one. One VIP celebrate your comes. Who's that VIP celebrated? Mal again those if you old example is there na? That only mal again. Hmm. Oh, 1 to 2 minutes they're going to pulling the thread. Whenever the flag touches the top of the pole, opens. Inside that a flower so color paper say the something you are playing. The initial stage of the flag is bottom of the pole. When you are going to pulling the thread, what happening, sir? And this flag is moving slowly to top of that. That is called as hosting. జెండా ఎగరవేయటం అంటాం. Flag hosting. Moving the flag from the bottom to top is called as hosting. We can call generally flag, but you are calling the flag hosting, flag hosting. What is meaning of hosting, sir? The flag is moving from the bottom to top. Why, sir, we are always hosting the flag? We can directly place the flag on the top కదా, మళ్ళీ దానికి తట్టటాలు కొడతాలు లాగటాలు. Why? Any idea? Why we have to host the flag? We can directly take the flag and just stick the two pole. Easy work. A symbolic meaning. Before that, we are the foot of the Britishers. Now we are rising, a symbolic indication. So before that August 15, before that year, we are in the foot of the Britishers. Now Indians also rising and going to the top, and symbolically we are hosting the flag. Meaning available. But my school days meaning not available. We know only chocolates and biscuits only. One bunch of chocolates, one bunch of biscuits, and the holiday celebrating games. Why really we need this one? A strong reason is that we are rising like as a sun. That is the concept. But now where is this variable declaration? Bottom of the program. When you run this program, this variable and in line number 15, line number 15 and line number 19, these two steps are shifted to here. Line number 15 or line number 20, both steps are shifting to the top of the program. That is called as flag hosting. If you declare the variable anywhere in the middle or bottom of the program, but during the translation, that all the declaration steps are moving to the top of the program while translation of the program. So variable declaration steps moving from bottom to top of the program, variable hosting. That is we are pronouncing here as a hoisting. That is the thing. The technical explanation, sir. Your general and easy understandability, I given another information also. First utilize the variable and then declare the variable. So you are declaring after utilization, but translation time what happens, sir? This declaration step is shifted to top of the program. That is I said few minutes back. or 60 lines of program is completed. Again, going to the program, top of the program, declaring set. Time-based process. Then the system allowing to declare in the middle or end of the program. I'll arrange all these variables to top. A translator responsibility. That's all, sir. Comparisons over, specializations over, supporting features, non-supporting features. Last 2 days onwards, somebody is asking question. The question also covered. Z not supported, I said, sir. Who asked this question? Remember those candidates? You got your question answer. Hmm? Right now, you are there or not? I don't know. And moving to the next one. If you want to declare the global variables, or if you want to utilize the special features, go for the var. If you want to declare the normal local variables, I don't want any special features, then go for the let. If you want to declare the non-changeable variables, then go for the constant. Hmm? And next, one more background information I'm going to explaining, sir. In JavaScript, is there any data types, sir? There is no data types, and I already proved also. But yesterday, some of you said 1.2. You got answer? Huh? You said some yesterday, Python, we have data types, Sunny. I don't know, I said. So convey tomorrow to me, Anna. Any answer? Uh, uh, uh. Girls especially, you only said, yes, we have data types, Sunny. Not. But yesterday you said yes, Sunny. ఇది ఇల్లే కదండి చెప్పింది ఎస్ అని ఇట్స్ వర్కింగ్ సో మోస్ట్లీ గర్ల్స్ యూ ఓన్లీ సెడ్ ఎస్టర్డే సెషన్ ఎస్ వీ హ్యావ్ డేటా టైప్స్ అన్న ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ షో ఇట్ అంటే మళ్ళీ అగైన్ సీయింగ్ మై ఫేస్ లైక్ దిస్ ఐ గివెన్ 1 day టైమ్ సో ఇన్ దిస్ 1 day వాట్ యూ గాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేరా నోనా నో ఆన్సర్ చేంజ్డా టుమారో ఇఫ్ ఐ ఆస్క్ అగైన్ మళ్ళీ ఆన్సర్ చేంజింగ్ programming languages data types available, sir, as strictly, but most of the scripting languages they're not supported the data types. Okay, but now I'm also revealing one secret, sir. JavaScript, we don't have any data types. Like first line available, see that one. Huh? And I tried also. When I used the integer and something, I got the errors also. The really data types not available as externally not available, but internally available. Internally in the sense we can't use, but system using in background. We are never using any data type strictly restricted. You are saying 10 or 14 or 24 are used anywhere? Are used? Are you used? No, but without using, how we can say? Huh? So when you are defining the variables during the translation time of the program, that every var let constant variables are redefined with internally some data types. parsing అంటాం. That is called as parsing. I defined the var here like this. But at the time of program translation, this var is replacing with some other data type internally. Which data types, sir? That is chosen based on your value. What are the value you assign here? As per the value, the data type is decided by the translator. This is the another meaning of dynamically typed programming. Dynamically typed. So data types decided at the runtime of the program, spontaneously, on the spot. No pre-planning operations. What is the advantage of this one, sir? To reduce the memory wastage. Memory wastage is reducing purposely dynamically typed helping for us. So JavaScript also using data types as sir. Yes. JavaScript using, but not me and not you. The language internally used, but we can't use anywhere. As clearly saying that one. Languages internally they are using the data types, but externally programmers should not use any data types as strictly restricted. But programming languages, programmer externally using data types. No internal data types. Externally you are using Java, .NET like that. But scripting languages here, sir, you developers never using data types. But as per your coding style, data type is decided by the programmer language internally. Just for background awareness. It's only for explanations and knowledge purpose. After explaining these all the data types I want to use in my programs are directly throwing into dustbin. Only for knowledge, remembering. If you face any questions for answering purpose, not for implementations. So the point is common. We have two categories of data types. One is the primitive types, so second one is the non-primitive types. What is this, sir? Almost we have 9+ data types in JavaScript, sir. And 9+ data types divide into two groups or two categories. One is the primitive types, so second one is the non-primitive types. First category around those 6 types are comes. Second category around those 3 types are comes. 3 types, 6 types. One group, second group. So total data types are classified into two categories. Primitive category, non-primitive category. First, what is primitive, what is non-primitive, I'm explaining. Then I list the data types which comes under primitive, which comes under the non-primitive. First comparison. Hmm? I hope you know that one. Just listen my version also. Every Java candidate, every .NET candidate, every Python candidate, you know full-fledgedly the differences between the primitive and non-primitives. Know కదా all of you. No need the explanations. Already you know ga yaar. Huh? Uh, uh, uh. So what is difference between the primitive and non-primitive? Differences I am going to explaining here. Explanation come comparison. Primitive data types related variables. And if you declare any variable with the primitive data types, they can store data directly. Your values we can store directly. 10 we can store, Boolean true we can store, 10.56 we can store directly in that memory block. No problem. But when it comes to non-primitive data types, sir, directly data storing is not possible, sir. We can store only reference or address only. Reference nothing but an address only, nothing special. So if you declare any variable with the non-primitive data types, that variables can handle only references, nothing but an door number of your memory blocks. On a house door numbers, how it is available. For every memory block, one door number is available. The door number you called as reference, reference, reference. Nothing special. 1-2-3, 1-4-5-slash 1. On a door numbers available, every door. Like that in memory block also, for every memory box, one number is available. But n number of chairs available. It's a classroom కాబట్టి no serial numbers. It is same, it's a theater, sir. Numberings available కదా, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. It is buses, sir. Numbers available. Flight, numbers available. Train, numbers available. That numbers say addresses, your location identification. So in memory blocks also memory cells available. Every memory cell one has serial number is there. A serial number we called as a reference. Normal terminology what's are into address of the memory block. This is the major difference between the primitive and non-primitive. So every primitive data type stores the data directly. Every non-primitive data type stores the references only. I'll show a small picture as per that point. So this is if you take as a primitive type, and this is if you take as a non-primitive type. So the box is different I'm taking, sir. So the name of this one is some X, and the name of this one is some Y. Hmm. Primitive and non-primitive. But when I stored the X equals to 100, sir, assigning statement, but directly 100 storing into this box. If I given Y equals to 100 or Y equals to something, sir, that 100 is stored in the separate memory block. That 100 stored in the separate memory block. Where this 100 is stored, that location ID maintained by the Y variable. Uh, Here some address available, sir. Address is going to maintain by the Y variable. Your imagination purpose, one number I am taking, assumption 1 lakh 1, just assumption. But the same 1 lakh 1 is stored into Y variable. N 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So value of Y, what is, sir? 1 lakh 1. What is that 1 lakh 1, sir? Location ID of the 100 value. So 100 storing different, your address storing is different. But primitive types, so when you give in the 100, directly storing into your memory block. Just for feel purpose. Okay, hold it. A first point related diagram is this one. Next, go to the second point. In primitive data types, how many values we can store maximum, sir? Only one value at a time. Maximum we can store only one value at a time. But in non-primitive data types, how many values we can store, sir? N number of values we can store. Minimum one value, maximum lakhs of values also we can store. It depends upon your memory capacities. System to fixed sizes count not available. 4 GB RAM, one capacity it will comes. 8 GB RAM, one capacity comes. 16 GB RAM, one more capacity comes. Because yesterday I explained kada, JavaScript runtime area, gray color box. What is the size of this one, sir? And some percentage of the RAM. But all systems percentage same. 20% suppose. I mean, CSS, you know that one. Width equals to 20% and always same width. The percentage same, but measurement how much, sir? Situation wise, it is going to changing. So minimum lakhs of values we can store. Lakhs becomes to some more also when you have the huge amount of memories. So see that point also I'm showing here. Got 100 stored. By chance, if I given the 200 here, sir, suppose x equals to 200, what happens, sir? 100 is replacing with the 200. Because I have only one memory cell that is already occupied by the 100. So next what happens, sir? It is replaces and rewriting with the 200. Overwriting is going on. But when it comes to here, sir, when you're giving the 200, sir, the 200 also storing here only. As side by side, some distance we don't know, but 200 also storing in the same box. Right. Is second point difference. Next, third point, memory locations are the different. Primitive data types stores in the stack area, and non-primitive data types stores in the heap area. So memory locations also different. If you declare any variable related to primitive category, the memory is allocated in, comes to diagram once again. So this memory allocated in stack area. అది var let constant sir. Anything the same process only sir. So this memory allocated in the stack area, but this memory allocated in the heap area. So primitive types to non-primitive types memory locations also different. Next, primitive data types are non-shareable. Non-primitive data types are the shareable. What is a shareable, non-shareable, sir? But my X value sharing with other programs not possible. Other programs they can't access my X value. But a Y inside data is there, na, that other logics, other classes, other programs they can access. So primitive data types related variables accessing by other programs directly not possible. But non-primitive data types accessing by other programs, other logics is possible. It is sharing is possible. Your WhatsApp location, how you are sharing, non-primitive data types you can share with your other programs of the project. But this one sharing no chance, not possible. Next, this one just alternative pronunciations. Primitive data types also called as non-referensive data types. Non-primitive data types also called as referensive data types. Another pronunciation. So primitives are nothing but a non-referensive. Well, non-referensive separate. Shivakumar not explain this topic and don't feel like that. This also called as this one. And non-primitives also called as reference data types. See this one, sir. But if I write any logic on y variable, if I implement any code or any logic on y variable, what it is happen, sir? Logic implemented on y, but y is not reacting, y is not responding. Really, if you write any code on the y, it's not responding. Simply taking your code and forwarding to somebody. Who is the somebody, sir? And this one. So now y is the just mediator only. It is always referencing other memory block. You implemented some coding, sir, addition on y, but y not directly participating in the addition. Addition formula received by the y and forwarding to this memory block. You did the comparison on y, but y directly not participating, referring to this one. Example, sir. Real life, so many things, sir. You have some problem. Suppose you know some MLA with some touches, I mean contacts available. So meet the MLA and explain your problem. But directly MLA coming and solving your problem. Huh? No, they are busy. What he is saying, MLA forwarding to concern personal local leaders are available. Your area gully leader there they are forwarding your complaint. They can directly MLA not comes to result. MLA they want to come to like that. You should be. I don't want to. So similarly, you went to some ISPNO or ASPNO something, you given some complaint. SP directly not comes into the action. He is forwarding the call to a complaint to concern police station. A police station inside head constable is going to coming to solve it. Then SP directly not coming because he should manage the lot of stations. This is all called as referencings. They're taking from you and forwarding to somebody. ఇప్పుడు ఆ ఎస్పీ హీరో అయితే డైరెక్ట్లీ కమ్స్ ఇంటూ యాక్షన్ అమ్మా ఎస్పీ అవర్ హీరో సార్ దెన్ హీస్ డైరెక్ట్లీ కమ్స్ ఇంటూ ద యాక్షన్ అది కన్ఫర్మ్ అది మన హీరోస్ సంబడి ఐఏఎస్ ఐపీఎస్ ఆఫీసర్ రోల్స్ ప్లేడ్ కదా ఏ కామన్ మ్యాన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో కమింగ్ అండ్ గివింగ్ ద కంప్లైంట్ హీరోని డైరెక్ట్లీ కమింగ్ ఇంటూ ద యాక్షన్ అది కామన్ థింగ్ reference the meaning is this one. Y is always referencing some other memory block. Who is that memory block, sir? Into 1 lakh 1. Next, all primitive data types are the predefined data types. that comes with the language. Int you are defined a int long double. No, already available in language. You are just going to using predefined functions available, predefined methods available, like that int long double boolean byte short to float to. All these are the predefined data types like as functions. But when it comes to non-primitive, sir, all are the user-defined data types. We are defining our own data types that is called as non-primitives. Hmm. Every language available this one. Array is a non-user defined data type. Class is also user defined data type only. Enum is also user defined data types only. So language providing some data types, those not enough for us. So we are creating our own data types that is called as user defined data types. These are the comparisons between the primitives and non-primitives. I hope you know all these points already. Second time అనుకుంటా maybe. సెకండ్ టైమే కదా? ఫస్ట్ టైమా? అదేంటి? మరి డేటా టైప్స్ నో కదా? మరి డేటా టైప్స్ లో ఈ కంపారిజన్ కమ్స్ కదా? ఓకే. ఓకే. అయితే సంబడి అయితే ఇట్స్ ఫస్ట్ టైం అన్నమాట ఈ కంపారిజన్. నెక్స్ట్ comparison over and diagram is comes like this rough diagram. Next, which data types comes under primitive, which data types comes under the non-primitive, sir? I'm giving some list. This diagram again I designed here roughly. Hmm. String, number, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, big int, big int. These all are the predefined data types as well as primitive data types supported by the JavaScript. JavaScript, not other languages. String, number, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, big int. Around seven data types available. So all these seven data types comes under the primitive data types, nothing but an predefined data types. And non-primitive data types three available, sir. Generally, arrays, classes, objects, both same, and functions. Functions also data type in JavaScript. But function is a function, sir. Function is a function, but data type only in this language. Arrays, objects, functions, these all comes under the non-primitive data types. So around you have 10 data types. All the 10 data types are divided into the two groups or two categories. But Java students, one small suggestion for you, especially Java candidates. The first data type, be careful. In Java, string is a non-primitive data type. But JavaScript string is a primitive data type. So be careful. If you neglect it, answers are going to wrong. Hmm? That's all, sir. Data types listed. But you know that some data types names here. But if you are trying to use these data types in directly programs, sir, khatam. I already said only for the knowledge purpose, not for the implementations. We want to try once, sir. Okay. I have string data type st equals to ram. Hmm? And go and execute the program. Check the console. Uh, Syntax error. Next one. When a Boolean data type is there, sir. So Boolean b equals to true. Huh? Syntax error. Unexpected identifier b. Like that, if you try any data type directly, not allowed. Uh, but then why you explain these also are almost 15 minutes explained. Time pass. Hmm? Time pass. The next topic not prepared yesterday night. Then only just I'm going to managing the time on. Tomorrow, what we have to discuss? Today night, I'm preparing that one. No? Tomorrow, I'm explaining that one. Yesterday, the work busy వల్ల no preparations done. No? ఇదైతే ప్రిపరేషన్ నాట్ నెసరీ కదా డాక్యుమెంట్ ఆల్రెడీ అవైలబుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐ రీడ్ ద పాయింట్స్ ఆల్సో కంప్లీటెడ్ వై వి డిస్కస్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ background information, not for the implementations. But language using here, I'll prove that one also. Okay, sir, we are believing, but at the same time, we need proof, sir. Really, JavaScript using these data types are not. 100% we can prove it. How, sir? Enter into the programming and check internal things also. How can check that, sir? You know very well, type of. So many languages, this keyword is there. Type of. Not available. A lot of languages, this keyword is there. So by using the type of keyword, we can check the data types of the variables. This is the type of, sir, one of the keyword. It is used to identify or to check the data type of so-and-so variable. You declared one variable and you have interested to see the data type of this variable. Then you can take the support of this. And I only declared, sir, yes. But my declaration, I know the variable data types, sir. Other languages, you know, JavaScript, you don't know the data types. Because you are declaring the variable by using the varx. How you know data type? Var in the sense data type. No, it's a keyword. Let in the sense data type. No. But what is the data type of y, sir? System using some data type internally. I want to know that one. Then you can take the support of type of. So if you have any one variable, you can ask this type, a type of what is the data type of that variable? A type of what is the data type of this variable? It is going to performing the DNA test. No, not DNA test. And so many movies you watched these scenes. One unknown body identified by the hero police officer. Hmm? Who is this body? Is the why what happens? He started the investigation. So first body identification required. Hmm? Further, they are going to performing a DNA test first. Girl, boy, age, young age, old age. A DNA test will get all that information. And then we are starting the further investigation. So many movies we have these scenes. So it is also like as hero performing the DNA test and giving the result. Now, small doubt for me. I have small doubt. One variable declared in my program, but that is primitive data type or non-primitive data type variable. How can I identify? A variable is declared that is primitive or non-primitive. How we can identify? Type of. If you use the type of data type name is saying and it's a primitive or non-primitive or not saying other. As per that you have to identify. Agar data type so many not remember. Mal that problem also is there. Correct? We have clues for that one also, sir. Clues available. Really, yes, sir. Sir, clues available. My own clues for my students. What are the clues, sir? Your variable declaration contains one of the three keywords only. What is this three? Variable letter constant. Declaration step contains one keyword only. One of these three keyword only. That is called as primitive data type. Only a total step contains only var. A total step contains only let. Total step contains only const. Then it is primitive data type. And the variable declaration step contains one of these three keywords with the combination of one operator also. Three things available this side also. Square brackets, curly brackets, new keyword. Square brackets and angle brackets, curly brackets, new keyword. So if you take any of this combination, these all are called as the non-primitive data types. where with square brackets, where with curly brackets, where with new keyword, non-primitive. Otherwise, let with curly brackets, let with square brackets, let with new keyword, non-primitive data types. Same way, constant with square brackets, constant with curly brackets, constant with new keyword. That is also called as non-primitive. This side three. Permutations and combinations, remember? Total how many combinations possible? Huh? Total 9 కదమ్మా. 3 కదా total 9. In that 3 repeated, but overall అయితే 9 combinations. 3 plus 3 plus 3. See, 9 combinations, anything if you identified in your variable declaration, that must be non-primitive data type. So when you are watching other programs also, you can easily identify if you know this technique. Otherwise, blindly you are following. Simple thing. Okay. Now I'm going to proving, sir. Really these data types available or not? If it is available, how can I identify? One by one, I'm going to demonstrating here. Symbol data type. How you will get the doubt, sir? I clearly mentioned that a symbol data type and mali doubt how it will comes. Huh? In documentation, clearly I typed the symbol is data type. Hmm? After watching also, how will get the doubt? Huh? So first I'm demonstrating the primitive data types where a equals to 100. Where a equals to 100. It is not complete program, partial program. Complete program later I'll show. The first declaration and data type checking I'm demonstrating. So if I print the a value 100 is printing, nothing special. But I want to know the data type of a, sir. Then use the data type of a. A variable declared and I also stored the data. Now I'm asking what is the data type of this one. So browser performing the background verification and showing the data type. What is answer, sir? And a number. Number, not integer. Got a list like integer is there? No, the number. So this is data type. Sex variable using background, number data type. But X using number data type. Like that, if you write directly numbers are. ఇక్కడ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది. System using, sir, yes, system using, but you should not use. I can do, but you can't do. Next, I'm just changing the data, some RAM. A equals to RAM. What is the data type, sir? String. So data types are decided based on your assigning values. Dynamically declared programs are dynamically typed. So when you are changing the data, internally data type is also changing. Boolean. But these all variables primitive or non-primitive? Primitive data types. By chance, if I take anything like this, it is called as non-primitive. And what is the data type of this one, sir? Object. Data type is object. See that one. Objects are comes to non-primitives. And non-primitives, so any day, if you use anything, system giving the answer single, you are the object, you are the object. So this is non-primitive. How can say, sir? My combination, where with curly brackets, combination is there. Or where with square brackets, or where with new keyword. These combinations are called as non-primitives. Combinations not available, only var, or only let, or only constant only available, sir. Then you are the primitive type. So identification marks are that one. Now somebody they have the doubt, sir, on which basis is it is deciding the data type, sir? 100% as per your given value only. Suppose you are giving an integer value. Okay, positive 10 or negative 10 or 20.56 or minus 20.56. All these are the numbers only. Negative number, positive number, decimal value, floating point value. All types of these treated as a single data type, that is the number. Smaller, bigger. Then also, I have the very, very big values, sir. Then also you are the number only. It is number. Negative floating point number, positive floating point number, negative decimal number, positive decimal number. So negatives are positives are with points are without points are smaller are bigger. Data type is single, that is number. But other languages, these two integers, these two doubles, this one is long. Data type changing whenever your value is going to changing. But here uniform, samasamajam, equality. You all are numbers only, no specials. Next, if you given any data day before yesterday I explained double quotes, single quotes, backtick operator, and these all are represents the strings. If you type anything within double quotes or single quotes or backtick operator, backtick and slope, single quotations, double quotations, that is all treated as a strings. And nor is there is no character in JavaScript. Once again, I am saying. Last week I already said once again, no characters in Java. The data types list also check it. Is there any character type? No. I given 10 data types kada. In the 10 data types, there is no character. JavaScript not supported characters. Not JavaScript. Front-end technologies all are character data type not supported. Angular, React, jQuery, Ajax, Node.js, all these no characters, only strings. Next, if you are giving any data with true or false, it is considered as a Boolean. Next, if you are not assigned any data, sir, then the data type is undefined. Undefined. Why undefined, sir? You are not assigned any data, then how can decide the data type? So data not given, data type is also no idea. That no idea it is saying as a undefined. Dynamic decisions. Which value we are giving as per the value on the spot, data type is decided by the language. So dynamically typed programming. Hmm. Example clearly tomorrow session I'll show that one. Roughly explain. These all the points we'll write as a one program. We'll check it also. Thank you all. Big integer also number sir. Big small ఏముండదు. Both same ranges, but specifications different అంతే.